We all have an idea of what is possible and what it is not possible in physicality. We have our inner wiring set on rules that define what is possible for us in one lifetime. But we want to express today that not everybody comes with or to live. Not everyone comes to live the same reality. The reality is a projection of the inner transformation that each individual is going through. So what is the limit? Or what you can make possible in physicality depends on you. Depends on your inner knowing. It depends on how much light you are carrying, how open you are to new possibilities, how much permission you're giving yourself to explore, and how much you believe you can achieve. We can say that there are things that are probably impossible right now for everyone living on earth. But we will never know if a soul comes and opens himself or herself to explore everything, to push the limits, and to make possible something that probably right now is impossible for all of you. Why? Because when a soul manifests in physicality, the paths for that soul to experience things are open. And that soul might have the courage to move faster, to explore further away, to go deeper. And if that soul dares to do so, then reality will keep showing new experiences. So we can read that right now at the level that all of you are moving, there's a range. Some are daring to move deeper and go faster. And that is defining what the reality can offer you. What are the possibilities of happening in this dimension? But it's not the dimension limiting you. It's you reflecting a reality that is reflecting your belief systems. And the more you liberate yourself individually, and importantly is to say that collectively, the more you help the new generations. They have to deal with less boundaries and less chains, so they can even go faster. And reality will show something different. So yes, there are things that right now seems impossible for all of you until one brave soul comes to earth and decides they want to achieve the impossible and believe that the impossible is possible. It will have to go against the wind. It might have to take down a few walls to open a new path within this dimension, to create a new path within this dimension that hasn't been created. But then once that path is opened and one person achieves and make that act or that situation possible before herself or himself, then that person just opened a path for everyone else, and something that it was impossible then becomes possible for everybody else. That is expansion of consciousness, expansion of the perception of this reality. So the reality itself allows you to do anything. But you have to perceive that reality. You have to perceive that something is possible. And that is your personal transformation. We are not asking you today to go and change your life and go for the impossible. What we are asking you is to give yourself permission to think and to perceive that something that you want that hasn't been done yet could be done. When you live in joy, when you work to make it happen, go for it. Because even if you cannot reach it in this lifetime, you will be opening one more door for future generations to come and complete that task. Someone will follow. Someone will probably take what you left and go one step further. We are not asking you to risk your life, but consider if you have a vision, a dream, and you see signs everywhere, voices coming from everywhere telling you it is not possible, hasn't been done yet, is risky, dangerous, but in your heart, you feel that you have the wisdom, the strength, the gifts that are required to make it happen, then analyze it and give it a try. You don't have to do a one-time jump, leave everything behind and just go for it. You can, in a way, stretch every day a little bit more this reality and see how far you can go without risking everything that you have already achieved. Think of you stretching out without letting go of what is already yours. And always, always being guided by your heart, by the light in your heart. We talked in previous videos about balancing your ego mind with your soul's need. Make peace and harmony between these two guidance systems that sometimes are in conflict. Every time you have a soul desire, ask your ego mind for permission to play a little bit, to try. Your ego mind might be able to slow down and feel comfortable allowing you to play a little bit. And if the ego mind notices a positive result from that playing, then it might decide to come along, observe, and learn something. We're asking you to learn to balance what you already know with what it could be possible that it hasn't been discovered. And without frictioning the interaction of these two, stretch it, negotiate between these two. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself time during your day to do a little bit of playing, to put time for you to understand your own light, your own need. Of course, you'll have to do what you have to do because that's part of the agreement of being physical. But create some time during your day, some time and space. Ask your ego mind for permission. You can say, give me 30 minutes to read this book because I really want to learn about this. Give me 20 minutes to meditate, to strengthen my connection, my spiritual connection. I need 5 minutes to be outside connecting with nature. Then I'll come back home and I'll finish my chores, but I need 5 minutes. And you'll see that the ego mind can be flexible, can give you that space that you need. And your ego mind might see that, oh, it feels good when I allow my heart to be aligned. I feel good, so next time, take some more time because this is working. Start with what you have in front of you. Start by understanding your possibilities right now. Start by giving yourself time to connect with your heart and understand what is important for you. Start by noticing how and where are you wasting time. What are the things that you do every day that you might not have to do it? Start by analyzing your present situation and giving yourself a little bit of time and a little bit of space to ask yourself what is in you, what you want to bring forth, what you want to see happening, what direction you want to take in your life. And when you find something that matters to you, do a little bit of stretch out. Try it. Try to incorporate that as a part of your daily routines. You don't have to bring chaos in your life. You don't have to choose between what you have and who you want to be. You don't have to choose between your present and your future. You can do everything from your present time, redirecting, creating little changes, noticing, being gentle with yourself, and also being gentle with the people around you. Because as you start incorporating this routine of being more of who you are, who you truly are, you'll be creating changes in yourself. You'll be transforming yourself. And people around you will notice that you are not the same person that you used to be. Some of them will understand it, will feel easy, and some of them we are going to feel unsure, uneasy. They will try to read you and see who you are now. And if that relationship is very, very close, they might not feel that connection as they used to feel it before. And that will be creating a little bit of friction in that relationship. You are the one bringing the changes in that relationship. So we are asking you to be compassionate, to bring understanding, and allow the situation to adjust, allow the relationship to adjust, allow the other person to get to know you again. Some people will remain in your life. Some people will be walking away from your life. As a part of your personal transformation, reality changes, relationships changes, your visions changes, who you are changes. So expect transformations around you. But you came here to honor your light. So all the transformations, all the changes around you are necessary. You have to allow your reality to be transformed, even if it hurts at the beginning. Everything has a meaning and a purpose. Be loving, be kind, and allow reality to rearrange in a way that reflects your inner being, your inner light. Read that flow and feel comfortable flowing through life. We can use the word stretching. The stretching is your inner transformation through baby steps. It's taking one little thing that you don't have to be or do anymore and add something new that you want to be, that you want to do, that is more aligned with the light in your heart. That is stretching your day, because now you can do something that you want to do without breaking, without creating chaos. You just removed something that was meaningless. You are stretching in a direction that feels more comfortable, without letting go of things that, if are removed, could create chaos. Because it will be ideal to go through the transformation, avoiding deep chaos. Sometimes it will be necessary, but it's not required at all times. Chaos usually comes from resistance to make a change. But if you are creating all the little changes, little by little, you might be avoiding the big chaos, the shocking moments in your life. You are navigating and transforming yourself with awareness. So the transformation feels more like a flow. And every day, step by step, little by little, a stretching. That's how we perceive it, stretching. But as you transform yourself, you might notice that things that were impossible before, things that you didn't know how, you thought you didn't have the wisdom to do it, the strength to do it, the capability to do it. Things that looked impossible before might start to get closer to your possibilities, closer to your reality. And when you start noticing things coming closer to you, when you start noticing pathways that will get you to what you dreamed of, then that accelerates the process because you start building faith, you start building trust in yourself and in the process. Then you start moving faster. And when you are in that flow, letting things that are obsolete go becomes easier. At that point, you might shift from stretching to really moving forward and letting go of past things. But it's gonna be effortlessly. You will be ready to let go without navigating chaos. Again, I will always remind you, read your reality. Understand where you are at. Analyze your possibilities and negotiate between your ego mind and your soul desires in harmony. Navigate through this transformation with inner peace, knowing that you are being guided. Having faith and trust the process. Remembering that you are not doing this alone, but you have to do it. Think about it. We want to see you blooming. We want to see you trying. We want you to start believing that what you imagine has potential to become a part of your reality. And it really is up to you. Reality always expands. The faster you move, the faster reality changes for you. The further away you go, the more space reality creates for you to navigate through. The more doors you can open, the more pathways you are going to find. Reality adjusts for you. Doesn't have an end. It's infinite. It is up to you. Think about it.